Maybe this weekend I can actually get my shit together. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brie and this is For Pause in a Book. I make bookish videos over here on my little corner of the internet, so if that's something you're interested in, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below. It is Memorial Day weekend, which means we have 3 days. It's also the last weekend before the Amazing Readathon starts, and that means that I need to get my shit in order. I have so much that I have to do between now and when the Amazing Readathon starts on Saturday. First off, my house is a mess. And I know that once a readathon starts, I'm gonna kind of probably abandon it. So that's something that needs to happen. I also will be doing a lot of vlogging, and I don't think I want to stand in the same spot behind my bookshelves the entire week or in my car, because we all know that's actually gonna happen. But I'd like to be able to vlog in other places, so I, should probably clean things. I have a lot of filming I need to get done to finish up the videos for the Amazing Readathon, all of the prompt videos and things like that. They're like almost done, but not quite. Then I obviously need to edit those. I have a bunch of bookmark orders that I need to get sent out into the world so that you guys have your bookmarks. And yeah, I have a lot going on. I also feel like I should probably start making content on my channel again, because you kind of didn't see me in May at all. I promise I was doing things, but there are 45 videos for the Amazing Readathon that will all be unlisted, and they will all go out at various times in the month. So I have been doing a lot, but none of it has been content for my channel in May, and that's on me. I probably should have planned better. Somehow I was of the understanding that there were more than 24 hours in a day and I would be able to get all of these things done, and that's just not feasible. Because not only are there only 24 hours in the day, but you have to sleep, and then sometimes you just don't have spoons to do things. So you don't. And that has been me the last week. I have not done much. So come with me as we get some stuff done around the house. We're gonna be working in the garden this weekend. We're gonna be doing something for Memorial Day on Monday, but I don't think it'll take the whole day. So yeah, I'm just gonna take you along with me so that I can be productive and you can hold me accountable. Will I read in this vlog? Probably not. Probably not. At the end of this video, I'm also going to be doing a pile of possibilities. We're gonna build my book cart, or put all the books onto my book cart, and you might get some ideas from them. Maybe. Anyways, let's get started. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. The lighting is bad, but I'm trying to use the sunlight rather than turn on the big light. It's a thing. It is 8:30 in the morning. I have Patreon sprints in half an hour. And then we have our Boozy Book Club live show for Truly Madly Deeply this afternoon. So it's a big day. It's a very busy day. It's a busy weekend. I have you in a very precarious spot here because right now my office is a complete disaster. There's so much going on, and I know that I need a clean and organized space before next week. So that is going to be our main priority today, along with first getting bookmarks packaged so that I can send those to the post office in between sprints and the live show. That way they do go out today before the last pickup. And then I do have some stuff to film. But I can't really film until my office is clean, because one of them is my TBR and I need a spot to be able to put Kerplunk on this desk. And right now that doesn't exist. So those are my plans for today. Filming might happen after the live show. That's the plan. Okay. Protein shake for breakfast, labels for bookmarks. That's what I'm gonna work on right now. I have 30 minutes before my sprints start, so I'm gonna start working on that. Told you this was temporary, didn't I? But you changed my mind like the weather. Good morning, happy Sunday. I did not do much yesterday, so that's fun. Okay, the bookmarks are packed. I did do that. So I had to finish those sprints, and then I had the Boozy Book Club live show. There we go. And then I cleaned up a lot of this, but I still have this corner of stuff that needs to get cleaned. But I at least can film now, which is good. But then I was like, oh, I'm gonna go lay down for a little bit because I was really tired. I am not sleeping well right now. It's an ongoing issue, which is not great for me. But anyways, I laid down and then I woke up with a headache, and then I just didn't do anything.
the rest of the night, unfortunately. Might have, like, I worked on a couple of graphics, but that's it. So I think what I'm gonna do this morning is, like, it's 7:55 right now. I think I'm gonna try to film a little bit right now, and then we're gonna be going to Home Depot. So let me actually put you on the tripod and then we can talk about to-do list. Okay, I'm just gonna get the actual camera out and we'll do it this way. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna film a really quick phone clip, but that's not working. Let's just do this. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's talk about my to-do list. I have a feeling I have about an hour and a half to film, so I definitely want to get my TBR done. I think that needs to be top priority. So I'm gonna build Kerplunk right now. If I have time, I will do a couple of vlog clips that I have for other projects that just need to be up, like the vlogs need to be updated. So if I have time, I'll do that. We're going to Lowe's or Home Depot or something, I don't know, to get some stuff for our front flower beds. That's our like big weekend project. We couldn't do it yesterday because it was raining, so that's what we're doing today. And I think Derek said we're going around 9:30, so an hour and a half to film. Then we'll work on that probably, which is why I want to get like the majority of my filming done this morning. I just don't know that an hour and a half is gonna be enough time. It's fine. In the afternoon / evening, once we're like back inside, I have to finish up my like June calendar for my Patreon. They get the entire calendar of videos. Now June is obviously gonna be very different and I don't know how much time I'm gonna have. I definitely thought I was gonna be able to do 3 videos in May, and I haven't, like, as I'm filming this, I've not put something out in a week, but it's fine. I'm also not reading, so that makes it much more difficult, whereas next month I'll be reading. So anyway, I need to make that calendar for my Patreon because it's the 26th and I would like to put that out. I feel like it feels much closer to the end of the month just because it's the last weekend of the month, but so I still have like a full work week of like things that I can do prior to June 1st, but it feels like we're at the end. So anyways, I'm gonna quit rambling. I cannot form sentences right now, which is not great. Maybe I need to go make some coffee. I haven't been drinking a lot of coffee recently, but I think today I might need to, because I cannot form sentences properly, which is not a good omen for what I need to actually get done this morning. So let's go make some coffee. Terrified, thought I'd be alone forever, but now we're alone together. No, I never meant to make plans, take chances, cynic. Love was nothing but a train crash, a fast track to lyrics. Yeah, I guess you gotta make plans to break them. One look at your face and I was down bad, way past inhibition. I can feel your echo through the space that once was hollow, filling every corner of my mind. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day. If you are in the US, it's a 3-day weekend for us, and that means that I've got like an extra day to do some things. Well, an extra half day or so. I think we're doing like a family thing in the afternoon, which also means I need to make a pasta salad, but that's neither here nor there. It is a little after 9:15 in the morning, and I want to get a bunch of filming done. So yesterday was actually super productive. I got some of my filming done, not all of it, so I still have some vlog clips that I want to get done today, and also some more amazing videos. I need to do like face-off weekend video, a couple of the like extra detours and like extra shenanigans that we are doing in the month that I don't want to share yet. So hence the Loki shirt. It is like a tarot card. It's the Trickster tarot card, but it's Loki. I thought this was just perfect for me. But we did get all of our like yard stuff done yesterday. I did a little bit of cleaning yesterday. My office is like pretty much back to where I want it to be, which is good. Yesterday we'll call mostly a success. So here's my plan for today. Film a couple of amazing videos and the rest of the vlog clips that I need. I think there's like maybe 3 more that I need to like just update certain vlogs. Then I need to make the pasta salad for the barbecue this afternoon. And then I want to clean my bathroom, and I want to sweep and mop and vacuum my bedroom. Those are the things that I most definitely want to do before we leave this afternoon. I feel like this vlog has been like more boring than it probably could have been, but you know, I just needed this mostly as a reset for myself. But let me give you like a little bit of a sneak peek of some of my content that I am doing in June. Now, obviously, most of my June is just going to be Amazing Readathon stuff, right? I'm planning on doing a vlog every single Saturday that will come out
it will go from Saturday to Friday. So it'll be very small turnaround time. It might end up being Sundays. I don't know. My patrons will get early access to that whenever possible. The top 2 tiers get early access. And I always like to put Easter eggs in my vlogs. And also a lot of the hosts will be given like little clues if they want them. Basically, I will give out little hints about scoring, about future prompts, whatever. And if the host would like to put them in their vlog, they can. And then that way you guys can go and watch them and get all of the fun details. I do have a one more recommendations video that I'm going to be putting out probably the first week of June that will be novella recommendations because there is a sightseeing prompt for a novella, but also Face Off Weekend will be a time for you to read a lot of the short books. So I've got a bunch of options for you for that. So I have a bunch of options that you could pick up. And then the other video that I want to put out this month is or next month I guess, is going to be my introduction to Spiffbo 10. I'm on Cassidy's team again and I'm so excited to be on it. And so I have my 10 book selection and I can start reading them in June. So I want to do a video where I talk about each one of them and like what I'm excited about, that kind of like fun thing, like first impressions. And fun stuff like that so that you guys will get to see what I'll be reading over the next couple of months for Spiffbo. But that being said, I think I'm gonna go and start actually doing the things. We'll chat later. But you changed my mind like the weather when I saw you wearing my sweatshirt. Told myself I wasn't ready, terrified. Okay, we've come to the end of our reset. It's not even Monday, it's Wednesday. I do want to, before I end this, I want to do a pile of possibilities for the Amazing Readathon so that when I get a prompt, I will already have like a whole shelf ready to go. So I've cleared out my second cart and I'm gonna put a couple of things on there and y'all can infer whatever you would like from this. I'm not saying that these will be great options, but I'm not saying that either. Okay, here we are. This is my cart. Ignore the bottom one. I don't even think you can see that. I have so many books. Let's talk. Okay, the big thing that we want to do is make sure that we are getting books inside the genres, which we definitely should be able to do, and queer authors. That's the important thing because those will give us the most bonus points. And I'm sure that everybody on a team would like that. So, first off, I want to get some short books because they'll work for, like sightseeing prompts, but also Face Off Weekend. So maybe I'll eventually finish the Wicked Villain shorts, you know, maybe I'll finish Midnight Mass. I also have Sanguine, which I got at a Polycon, which is like a 60-page vampire little novella. So those are good options. Okay, The Merry Spinster, Tales of Everyday Horror by Daniel M. Lavery. I'm pretty sure that he is queer. I'm gonna double check on this one. I'm not gonna like say that he is, but I remember someone talking about him, and I feel like it was like, because it's like religion meets trans rights, and I feel like I remember it being on Voices. But don't quote me, I'm gonna check. Okay, what else? I could read The Howls of Notre Dame. This does not have an audiobook, so it's definitely something that I would need to be able to have a lot of time to read. So it could be a sightseeing prompt. I can guarantee you there are ones that it will fit because it is going to take a long time. It's a sapphic Hunchback of Notre Dame retelling. Another one that doesn't have an audiobook, but Promise of the Betrayer's Dagger by J. Talsqual. I read the first one last year and really loved it, but the audiobook for this is not out yet. So I'd have to read it physically. Problem with self-pub books, they don't have audiobooks right away. I have 2 Alison Carr Wechter books that I could pick up. Beneath the Alabaster Spire is the second one following Dark Knight Golden Dawn. And then this one is the first book in a new trilogy. And her new book, like the second book in this one, comes out in July. So I would really love to be caught up. This one has an audiobook. This one does not. I was saving this one specifically for a sightseeing prompt for the plane, train, or car on the cover because not very many ones have that, and this is also a queer author, so when I'm on romance, this is definitely getting read. I would love to read this one. This is the second one following Library of the Unwritten, so I reread the first one in my Reread My Host favorites. I don't know if that vlog is coming out before or this one. I don't remember the order, but that's the second book in the Hell's Library series. Oh, I should just grab my actual like TBR. Actually, of all of them, I think this is the only one that is actually a queer author. But I will definitely be reading this one this month. I actually don't know if these authors are queer, if either one of them are. I feel like it'd be pretty public knowledge if it is, but I'll have to go double check. But there is that prompt about the read a book that was written before 2001 for a sightseeing prompt, and I have good omens. There's an R fantasy prompt that I picked this one for like reading a book that was written in the 90s, so I could like kill two birds with one stone there. Why are we killing birds? I don't know. I had an energy drink way too late in the day. I feel like I need some sci-fi, and I'm not like sitting at my sci-fi shelf, so that is why I feel like that. Before I move over to sci-fi, You and I Rewritten by Chip Pons. This is an author that's going to Steamy Lit, and this is a queer author. It's a male-male romance. I'm just trying to make sure I have everything over here, and then I will go over to my sci-fi shelf. I probably need some more thrillers too, because right now this is pretty much all fantasy and romance, but that's because my thriller shelf and my sci-fi shelf is over there. I mean, there is more, obviously. Like I have a lot more Sierra Simone. Like I have A Lesson in Thorns that's on my 5-star predictions list, which I may or may not hold out on for a minute. I could finish out the Camelot trilogy. I think I'm caught up on Katie Robert, at least of the ones that I own. I've caught up on Talia Hibbert. I've read her entire backlist. So I don't think I have anything else that's a queer author on my at least like contemporary romance shelf. Find something for sure, but like nothing sparking right off the bat. But let's go find sci-fis. Oh, you know what? I can do this. I can do this here. I'm gonna pull a couple of books that I have on my haul cart over here. I'm just gonna move them over a cart. So for sci-fi, we've got Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston. I haven't heard great things about this. So we'll see what happens. I found it on Pango for like $2. So I'm not worried about it. And then Etherbound by E.K. Johnston. And she also wrote Ahsoka, which I read last year for my like Star Wars Day vlog, and really loved the writing in it. So I'm excited about this one. So there's a couple of sci-fi options. Of course, I will be reading River Solomon, Unkindness of Ghost. Yes, I don't own that book, but I will be reading that regardless of what team I am on. I will be reading that with Brittany for the Accidental Book Club. I have The Prospects by K.T. Hoffman. This is the Afterlight edition, so I will be able to use it for the special edition sightseeing prompt. And this is I think it's about a trans man who is in, the first openly trans man in the world of competitive baseball. So that's exciting. I don't read a lot of baseball romances, but this could be good. For horror, I have The Honeys by Ryan LaSala. I really want to get to this one. And this is a YA horror that I've heard really good things about. I feel like for these three genres, so thrillers, and then historical fiction and sci-fi, I have the fewest options for as far as openly queer authors. I'm definitely gonna have to do more research when it comes to it. But somebody on my LGBTQ plus author video mentioned that Jennifer McMahon was queer. I'm gonna double check that before I say that for sure, but it's something to look into. A Scatter of Light is the sequel to Last Night at the Telegraph Club. I say sequel, it's not. It's a standalone, but it takes place in the same universe as the Last Night at the Telegraph Club. It's just like 50 years later, I think. I could read Harrow the Ninth. I read Gideon last year and I really liked it. This is a chonker though, so I don't know how much of that I will do. The problem with switching teams every leg is that I can't, like, I have to finish my sightseeing books basically within the leg before like I switch teams, essentially. Otherwise it's kind of pointless unless I just like save it until the next time I'm on that team and then pick it back up. I don't know if that's what I'll do, but like that would be a lot of books I would end up in the middle of. My point in saying all that is that I'm just kind of embracing chaos at this point. The Archive of the Undying was in my LGBTQ plus authors, and this is like about like cyborg gods, maybe? Yeah, robotic god of Kuan Mo. When an AI dies, its city dies with it. When a city falls, it leaves its corpse behind. When that corpse runs off, only devotion can bring it back. That sounds like such a good time. And I'm excited about this one. Take a drink of water every time I say I'm excited about something, because if it was alcoholic, you'd probably have alcohol poisoning by now. Okay, I feel like this is a really good spot. I only have volume 6 of Lore Olympus, which I will be reading this month. I just don't know when. And I don't know if Rachel is a confirmed queer author or not. I haven't done that research, so I'm not going to put it on here, but it'll likely be a face-off read because I want to stay like current on that one. And I think the story's almost done. And I've read like every novella that I own because, you know, readathons like this exist. So anything that I get for face-off will likely not be a book that I own, but that's fine. Before I wrap this video up, I do want to talk a little bit about my Patreon for the month of June. Normally, I do not like try to promote my Patreon. However, there's going to be a lot of fun things happening over there in the month of June and also July after the readathon is over. So if you don't want to stay for this, no hard feelings. I love you all. I'll see you on sprints on Saturday. But if you want to hear what's going to be happening over at the dog pack, let me just tell you. So I have 3 different tiers. They're very, very reasonably priced. US, it's $1, $3, and $5. Very, very reasonably priced. It's honestly, this is just a way for me to be able to like create more content for y'all and to like have this little community. So as a member of the pack, which is like the $1 tier, we will be doing like exclusive Patreon sprints. I may not always be hosting them because a lot of the hosts also have Patreons, and so we might just kind of rotate. But I want to do at least 2 during the month because I will want a smaller group of people every once in a while. I also usually share secrets on sprints. These are not things that are like required to play the game, but they're just fun little added bonuses. Also, every member of my Patreon, so even at the member of the pack, will get to vote on my travel books most of the time. There will be a couple times where you'll vote for a sightseeing prompt instead of a city prompt, and that's just because book clubs or buddy reads that are happening that like I've scheduled purposely to happen around drops. So in that case, then you would just vote for like my first sightseeing prompt or my first sightseeing book. I'm always very cryptic about these because like obviously not all of you will be on the same team. So I'll do like emoji polls or page counts or something like that where you're like, you won't know everything, but you'll get a little bit of power. And then also in July, we'll be doing Scatagorathon, which is my Patreon readathon that we do every season. It's normally a weekend. However, I may turn it into a week-long one in July. I'm not really sure. But all of the prompts will be strictly taken from the Theories channel on Discord, where everyone is guessing what the prompts will be, which is just so much fun. Then the next tier up is Shotzi's Friends. Also, it's the dog pack. They're all named after my dogs. So we have Shotzi's Friends, which is the $3 tier. Also, you'll get early access to all of my videos, my vlogs that go from Saturday to Friday. They'll go live Saturday afternoon, but you'll get them like as soon as they're edited and uploaded Friday night. Also, at the $3 level, you get the access to the Discord, and we have a channel in there called the Sky Club, and that is usually where I drop sneak peeks, secrets, graphics that I'm working on, stuff like that. It's been a really fun time chatting in there. And then for the $5 tier, which is the top tier, there is 2 tell-all videos. One of them I've been working on through the month of May. So it's been like all of the prep up to it, leading up to it. I may have forgotten that it existed for a little bit, but there's still some good stuff in there. There was just like a 2-week jump where I was just in prep hell and forgot that I was vlogging. But I caught you all up with like a very long clip. And then there will be one in June where I will be like giving away every Easter egg, every hint, everything that was in the timers that Margaret is creating. Like all of that will all be in the second tell-all that'll come out in July. And then also you get a 10% off code for Etsy and Bonfire merch. So again, absolutely not necessary. You can still participate in the readathon without being a part of the Patreon, but I wanted to let you know that it is something that is happening. Obviously it's not anything that's like required. It's not anything I'm expecting anybody to do. I am so grateful for every single one of my patrons, but I'm also so grateful for every one of you that are just watching the videos and participating in the readathon. Nothing that I say in my Patreon will ever be a required piece of information to play the game. Just know that. They just get stuff either earlier or added bonus stuff, but nothing's required. So I'm awkward whenever I talk about my Patreon. It's so awkward. So anyway, we're just gonna end this here. Anyways, thank you all. I am so excited to start the Amazing Readathon with you. Hopefully, if I can get my shit together, this will come out on Friday, and then kickoff sprints will be on Saturday. So yeah, anyways, thank you all for watching. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, the announcement video for the Amazing Readathon is here. It is not too late to join us obviously if you're watching this on the day that it comes out, you're right in time. But if you're watching this on a much later date and you don't know what I'm talking about, as long as it's within the month of June, if you join, then you just kind of join in at whatever leg that we're at. So if you come in like, you know, face-off weekend, then you just start at face-off weekend. It's great. But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little button that you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!